I'm Stephanie West. I've been at Appalachian State for 7 years, and I work in recreation management with the Health, Leisure, and Exercise Science Department. I guess what initially started me looking at service learning was that I came to campus and they already taught this class with groups, and so it wasn't officially a service learning class. I took the steps to go through to improve that, but I had taught the same class at Texas A&M University. We had 80 students, and we talked about programming. We didn't actually run a program. Well, there's a big difference in running one and talking about it, and so the students get a much more valuable experience here by being able to develop and implement a program. For some students, it's the first time that they've worked in the industry. For others, it's a time where they can work on their craft.
My name is Dr. Norman Clark. I'm in the Department of Communication. I'm also part-time with the ACT program. I serve as the faculty coordinator for service learning in the Public Service Research program. I think there are several benefits for faculty members in terms of teaching a service learning class. One really nice benefit is getting out into the community and meeting some other agency directors and other people in the community and learning what's going on within the community yourself. We talked about the need for our students to be engaged in the community. I think that we as faculty members need to be just as engaged in the community, if not even more sometimes.
So my name is Diane Warfield, and I go by Daisy. I work with human development and psychological counseling, and specifically college student development. I've been here for 6 years, just got tenure, so I'm going on my 7th. What piqued my interest about service learning is that I was teaching a course on multicultural issues, and it just occurred to me that students couldn't just read about multicultural issues and issues of oppression and privilege without experiencing them. So Sherry Gagliardi had been visiting different departments to talk and kind of pitch service learning as a possible way in which you could integrate students into real-world experiences through experiential education. So I got interested then, and then developed the course accordingly. Taught it first without the service learning component, and then taught it with, and it was just so different and so much more effective.
I think the benefits are that they get to put something on their resume, but most importantly, they get the opportunity to practice their profession. And a lot of them have had the opportunity to see an event, to maybe assist an event. But when I ask students how many of you have been responsible for developing and implementing a recreation program, very few of them have. And so this is an opportunity that they get to do that. And our students often want to learn through experience, and so this is an amazing opportunity. I think there is a considerable amount of time at the beginning when developing a service learning class. I think it's definitely worth it, and that's the carrot at the end of the stick. You have to remember that it's worth it, but at the beginning you have to craft it. And I've worked with partners that didn't work out so well. You have to invest time in thinking what are your goals and how are you going to reach those. The reflection component is critical, and it's also one of the most challenging, and so I've had to modify my reflection components to be appropriate for my class, because what's appropriate for my class is different than a chemistry class or an English class.
I guess if I had any advice to offer to faculty who are thinking about incorporating service learning, it would be, first of all, to take advantage of the resources that we have here. There are a lot of universities where people who are trying to do these kinds of things are on their own, but here we've got a lot of faculty and staff who have already done it, who are well experienced and can really help you think through a lot of the issues, come up with project ideas that can be well integrated into your topic of your course, who can help you make connections with the community members and really facilitate that initial process of getting started. I definitely encourage people to check out all the resources that are on the ACT website. There's a ton of stuff up there. We're going to be revising it and revamping it soon, but there's just so much information there that can help you get started. And we also have a lending library with a bunch of different books. There was a series of books that was put out not long ago about service learning in particular disciplines. So if you're thinking, what do people in my particular academic subfield do with service learning, we've got some books that go kind of discipline by discipline and talking about how people use service learning. That's a really good place to get some help as well. And if you're looking for those books, you can contact Sherry Gagliardi in the ACT office. She has that book series. So that's a really good help for new faculty.
I really believe that our students, the students that come to us, in an undergraduate capacity learn best through this type of learning. That service learning is an experiential type of learning, and our students are really responding to that really well. So I think we owe it to our students to consider this, even if it is a little bit of more work for faculty and students alike. It provides them with some real world tangible experiences that I think they'll remember for the rest of their undergraduate and graduate years.